That's a good sign because the temperature increased 1 degree in the last half an hour. But it feels like that inside. So there's my hostel room. At least it's private. But this is why it's so cold inside. Looks like it's going to be a nice day today, though. Alright, so it's November 22nd, and I'm in Patagonia National Park on Los Carpenteres Trail. And if I feel like it, I can continue on to an extension that goes along Lake Cochrane called Coigas or something. So this is a good place as any to make a little clip explaining what I did. So November 22nd, I drove from Cerro via Castillo yesterday. I left the accommodation at 10, maybe I left town at 11, and I got to Cochrane about 7. Then I looked for a place to stay. The information center is closed, even though Google Maps says it's open until like 9 or 10. It was definitely not. That was unfortunate because I wanted to ask them about accommodation because there was nothing suitable on booking except for that hostel where I'm staying. I forget the name. It's 30,000 pesos. Not really great value, as you can see from that clip, but that's what it is. The people are nice, it's fine. You know, the bathroom's freezing. It was 4 degrees with the wide open window this morning, so that was not pleasant. What else can I say? Driving along the Carretera Austral, the road was rough. Like after Cerro via Castillo, whatever the hell it is, it's not paved anymore. So I guess I'd estimate 90% of that road is just gravel and boulders and potholes, rocks, massive trucks. The road's not wide enough half the time to let anyone pass by. And rarely does anyone like get over to their side. Other tourists do, but the locals don't give a shit. And that's a little stressful. I mean, I always get over to the side. Sometimes placing myself in danger just to get out of the way. Or those big dump trucks that will signal to you with their indicator to say it's safe to pass because you can't see, but they can see. And there's not enough room for you to get by, and they want you to get by, and everyone behind you, all the locals who go really fast, want you to get by. So it's pretty hard. And it's so dusty. Like at some points there's zero visibility. You can't see anything, like any oncoming traffic or the car ahead of you. You just follow the dust nado. Lots of bikers out there in the dust. I don't wish to be them. They seem to saunter around like they think they're pretty cool, but I think they're morons. But worse are the people who are bicycling. They're bicycling on this, like, the road looks like worse than that, you know? And the dust is just so intense, and they're not wearing masks, so you can see the grimaces on their faces as they're suffering. Like, I don't know what they read that convinced them that biking along the Carretera Austral would be a good idea, but no way, man. Like, unless you're crazy and you really want to punish yourself. Like, that dust, the amount of dust that you breathe in, that's got to shorten your life worse than smoking. It's, I do not wish I were them at all. I don't know if this is going to show well on camera, but look at this water. It looks like a glowing crystal. So this is a little picnic area on the Carretera Austral near the end of it, before it turns into that other trail. And there's a lookout just past here. I have to climb again. It's kind of up and down, up and down. But I'm going to do that, I guess, because it's only 1:40. And I guess this is what I'm doing today. Look at the color of that water. I think it might be a little better through polarized sunglasses. Does that do anything? It's probably too windy to use this, but this is the lookout, the mirador at the end of Los Carpinteros. I just saw, hiking up this lookout down by the river where I was shooting those clips, I saw a couple there, and the guy was completely nude. He jumped in the water and got out with his dick proudly hanging out. So as I walked by, he waved. I was like, thanks, I didn't need to see your dick, which was pretty funny. Unfortunately, there was no female nudity, but they have more sense. I mean, it's just natural, but like, I don't want to see a guy's dick. That's that kind of shit, like, it sticks in your memory. It's so like offensive, you know, like a big long dick surrounded by black hair. It's not a memory you want to carry around, you know, keep fresh in your mind when you're looking at stuff like this. Today is November 23rd. I just wanted to take a clip of what the Carretera Austral looks like. This part is actually pretty nice. The part that I just went through to get up this hill was not so nice. And I shouldn't be doing this because I'm driving manual. But I'll just ditch it if I need to. Ditch the camera, not the car. So I picked up a hitchhiker in Cochrane today. He was waiting at the bus stop in the sun, and of course I felt sorry for him because I've done that. He was Chilean. I think he said he was from Temuco, and I think he said his name was Eso. Nice guy. He was going to Caleta Tortel, which I will go to on the way back. So I decided to do the whole stretch from Cochrane to Villa O'Higgins today, just to balance out the driving on the way back, because of course I have to take the car back to Coyhaique. And also on the way back I'll try to stop at Rio Tranquillo to do one of the marble caves boat tours. Although those just seem kind of dumb, like to get in a boat, they're overpriced, much like everything. But they look like a highlight of the road. So for now, I mean, most of this road is unpaved. There's a little stretch around Cochrane that was paved, which was nice for a change. But what you're looking at here is actually like nice condition. But you can see there's barely any, well, I guess there's technically enough room for two cars to pass each other in opposite directions. We have to pull way over into the soft part. And often people are just speeding like crazy. They don't slow down. They don't move over all the way. So for me, the best thing is just slow down as much as possible and get the heck out of the way. All right, I'll try to get a clip of a worse part of the road. But there's nothing here. My friend Brad suggested, oh yeah, stop at a roadside stand to get some food. But I haven't seen one of those. I left Cochrane at 11. Now it's 1:49. And I'm coming up to Puerto Yungay, where there's a ferry to cross a lake to continue to Villa O'Higgins. They have signs like Redusa Velocidad. They're not kidding. Puerto Yungay, okay. So this is where ferries depart hourly, apparently. There must have been one that just arrived. So maybe that'll be convenient. And sure enough, there is a ferry there. I don't know when they're going to start loading. I didn't see any vehicles on it, so I just parked. And it looks like everybody's waiting. It is 2 p.m. And it's November 23rd, if I didn't say that. Yeah, it's adventurous. The driving's a little hairy, to be honest. But so far, so good. There's no wood to knock on here. Crazy shit. I just backed onto this ferry here. And I guess it's gonna leave all soon. It did not depart at 2 p.m. But I guess this boat just arrived and parked beside the Patagonia National Park. And I guess I just stay in the car? I don't know. Following instructions that I don't understand. So now we're cruising on Lake something. Could have checked the name but didn't. And I guess you could stay inside the car or get out. There may or may not be some nice scenery. I mean, this is nice scenery. This reminds me of taking the ferry in Saudi Arabia to Farasan Islands, or in Oman to whatever that island was called. So this is not a lake, but a finger of the Pacific Ocean. And here we are reaching Río Bravo, where we'll pick up the Carretera Austral again. As this is considered part of it. Lots of motorbikes. I wouldn't want to do it on a motorbike. I saw some guys sliding around. That ATV is a better idea. It'd be a little slower, but more stable. But car is the way to go. Bicycle? No way, man. This is what the road looks like on the other side in Rio Bravo. Nice and smooth. Not too wide. And only a little dusty. The mix of the ocean and the river water. So in where am I going? Villa O'Higgins. I messaged like 14 different accommodation places on WhatsApp yesterday because I didn't want to struggle too much. Why would you just let some people past? So I didn't want to struggle too much when I got there. I mean, it's pretty far. It's the end of the Carretera Austral. So, I wanted to see what was available, but nothing was. But one of the accommodation places gave me the name of somebody. I don't know if she has a guest house or just a private house. I think her name's Carmen. And so I messaged her on WhatsApp, and she said, yeah, I have a room that's $45,000. And actually, there was one other room available for $80,000, which is a little steep. It's like $120. So $45,000 is better. I don't know if it'll be in somebody's house, if I'll have a bathroom, a shared bathroom, what. But since I'm spending so much money, I guess the priority is to try to save a little bit of money. So we'll see. We'll go to Villa O'Higgins and meet Carmen. Carmen? I don't remember. All right, the road's getting a little hairier here. Lots of twists and turns. It's not very wide. It's dusty, but it's still okay right now. We'll see what's down here. I think that's the Río Bravo down in that canyon. This is Mirador La Cascade. It's really windy outside. See like a halo, like a rainbow up those clouds. There's another cascade over there. Cascada, rather. So today is November 24th, and I just climbed up to Mirador La Bandera above Villa O'Higgins here. Just started the camera because I'm assuming there's going to be a view here. There it is, Mirador La Bandera. The Chilean flag. It's about a 500-meter altitude gain in a short distance. So it sucked, but not impossible. And there's Lake Cisnes, I think, over there, the town of Villa O'Higgins below. And the end of the Carretera Austral is over there. I'd better drive there later on to take a selfie with the end of the road marker. And then they give you a certificate at the information center in Villa O'Higgins, so why not? Yeah, there's a view here. So this is Puerto something or other. It is the beginning of the Carretera Austral and also the end. So people queue here for photos. There you go, the fin. You can see that some people are more enthusiastic about it than others. But I guess it's an accomplishment that people have dreamed about for ages. Of course, I just heard about the Carretera Austral. I don't even know how to say it right at the beginning. So, yep, there's the end. And the hike that I just finished, you can see a nice glacier from the other lookout on the circuit loop. So that's worth it.